Hi you guys, so today I am doing a newer video of kind of explaining the new features that are in Real Einstein's Riddle. They made this game about 2 years ago, I want to say, and they haven't really made any significant updates since then. So as of May 29th, 2017, they actually made a lot of changes. This is George. He's going to be joining us today. He's cute. He's going to chill right here. So, one of the things I've noticed, I've been playing this game since it came out. One of the things I've noticed is they did a better explanation on how to play this game. So that has improved. And I wouldn't say that the graphics improved. They seem a little bit more blotchier than usual. And another thing that they have changed is the screen. When you tap into a world, it will show you 12 levels on per screen as opposed to 20. I believe it was 20 that they were showing earlier. Well, after I finally finished my insane level playlist on my YouTube channel, I was all sorts of excited about that because it was one less thing I had to worry about. Did they add more levels? Yes, they did. So now I gotta make a whole bunch more playlists because they added up to level 500. I want to get it all finished before they start putting more out. Here we go. So this is, a lot of the features are similar. One of the things I've noticed is they made some slight grammar changes. Like the football is no longer called a football. It is called a rugby. Rugby. Anyways. And instead of saying, you know, the Mexican likes so-and-so, they say Mexican costume or the devil costume. So they changed that. There's just slight changes in everything. Okay, so now moving on to this filter thing. So this filter thing, there's a couple different features on here that they've changed, which I kind of like. So say that you want to figure out what the king has, and you want to go through your hints. Instead of unclicking all the other people in this row, you can actually just click these arrows and then click the king. And then when you want to put it all back, you just go like that. So that's kind of easier, less clicking. You kind of get an idea of what the king has, and you want to go back to doing your puzzle. I always make sure that I put click this, show all elements before I start, you know, getting back to the puzzle. Not after every clue, but saying that you're wanting to go back into the puzzle and start normally. You just kind of wanted to see what the king had. Always click show all elements or elms, because sometimes say that you come across a hint and it says the king has a pineapple, and that was one of the positive clues that says the king has a pineapple. It will sometimes take it out of here, like automatically delete it and put it in with these set of clues. So I always do show all elements, so that, because I'm not done with that clue technically from playing the puzzle altogether. So that's one of the things that I always do, because otherwise it's just going to mess you up in the end. And then if you want to show all elements, you click that. If you want to hide them all for some reason, because you know that the king has a pineapple and you know that he doesn't have a volleyball, you know. So those are two of the things right there. Now, whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. So another way to get to the filter besides right here, if you're already clicking down here, you can also just click this bar right here and it'll pop up that same exact screen. So let me move on to the next thing. So one of the next things I was going to explain is, I want to say it's kind of a big feature. For all you newcomers that are complaining that there's only 19 undos, I had a gentleman saying we need more undos. And I so agree. I wish you could undo all to the very first move that you do, but you can't. They give you 19. I feel very blessed that they gave us 19 because for the past 2 years it's been 9. So I think that's an improvement. And he had also asked me, is there a way you could take screenshots so that once he starts guessing, you can. I did make a video on cheats and hints and solving methods. You can take a screenshot before you start guessing, but it all depends on what device you're using. I'm using an iPad, or I use my phone, and for that screenshot, you just press this top line button with the main button right here at the same time, and it takes a screenshot. So I do that a lot because that helps me. But for like my friend's Samsung, it's different. Whether you're on a PC and want to take a screenshot, that's also different. So it all depends. I'm 99.99% sure that every device you use can make a screenshot, unless you're like using a dinosaur. But that all depends on what device you're using. So I would use search the internet on how to take a screenshot. And another thing he had asked me was about this button, this timer thing. It looks like a button, but it's not a button. It's there for display purposes. I thought, oh, I'll make myself look really smart, and right at the very last move, I'll reset it, and people will think I did it in 1 second, and they'll think I'm really smart. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. The only way this timer will reset is if you solve it. And then it will display on the screen before this, you know, what your best time was. So if you want to go back and, you know, try and solve the puzzle, then it will display that as your best time. So you cannot reset that unless you finish the game. And another thing he had asked was, is there a way, or one of the features he wanted was to unclick all these deleted buttons, like have a feature that does that automatically when you want it to, without having to go through and unclick them all. But unfortunately, there is no feature that does that as of today. I'm not the developer, but I think, you know, everything. So I'm really happy about the 19 clues. And another thing about the 19 clues is that it will reset. It will show like this dark color blank because I can't undo it. Once you exit this game, all the undo options are done until you start clicking on stuff again. So it will reset this once you exit the game, and then you'll start over from 0 to 19. So just a little heads up on that. So another big thing that I've noticed was these highlighted things. And at first I didn't really like them because I don't like the change. I don't like change. So neither does George. So the two different colors, these highlights will show up in two colors. It'll be red-ish and green. So the colors coordinate with the clues down here. So each clue, I'll zoom in. So each clue either has a red dot or a green dot. And the red dots mean, I'm going to zoom out. The red dots mean that something's wrong with this clue. It's kind of like a quick visual. I didn't like it at first, just because I wasn't used to changes. So I thought I'd try it out just to see. And I actually do kind of like it now that I'm used to it. So say that we get a green one. See how it changes color to the green. It says that these are good to go. Green, go for it. These two belong together. So just go like this and go like that, and boom, you know, that goes together. So there is a way to turn off these highlights if they annoy you, or if you were like me where you just didn't like it. So the highlights, there's 3 different options beside turning them off. So you can show all the filters. So right now it's all, so it will show red and green, red, and so on. Or you could show all the positive ones, which is the green ones, and this up here tells you, okay, there's 9 for sure hints that are good to go out of 32. or so it will just show green and then nothing else. It won't show the red. Or you could have it vice versa, where you have just the negative clue, which is the red. And of course, there's more of those than there are the green. So that all you see is, you know, all the negative clues. You don't really see the positive, the green in it, if you just want to eliminate all that. But it's all, you know, depending on your preference. And to delete or to change, so they changed the settings, which is these little gadget wheels here. So toggle square highlights. If you unclick that, it will take them all off, so you don't have to see that. Or like if you're colorblind, well, the tints of gray is probably different. But you know, if you're just not into that, you could just turn that off. It's not a big thing. And I'll get back to that box. So that's a way to turn them off. And another feature is, it's the same as before. I don't know if I explained it or not, but they used to have a box down here that said show all items. Or show deleted items, something along those lines. And then that way you can click on, you're able to click on that box, and then it will show all your hints, both deleted, you know, the ones that you were done with, and the ones that you're still working on. Okay, now they're up here, so you can click on that filter up there, or just do that. So you can have showing or hidden. So if you want to see the deleted ones and your regular clues, just click showing. If you want them the deleted ones to be not showing, do hidden. So that's another way of doing that. So that has changed. And the settings, so I explained the highlight. You can turn that off. Sound effects, the only sound effects that are really on here is this clicking noise. I always like to have them on because sometimes I'll click on something so fast and I won't hear that clicking noise, and I'll realize later that I didn't unclick something. So that helps me a lot. Let me see here. Restart match has changed. It used to be way up here. And another feature I'll explain here in just a second. So another feature, I think this is going to be the end of my video because I don't have a lot of memory on my phone. So let's see. Another one is check solution. This is a new feature. Is that. So the only time that this feature works is if you have one item in all the box and you still didn't win, and then you're trying to think, why didn't you win? So once you have an item in each box, it will show up a message saying that row number 4 something doesn't go with clue or hint number 10. So it will tell you where you made your mistake, which is kind of nice, because if if it's a recent mistake, like you just did it like 3 moves ago, then you can actually go back and do your undos and change it around. Oh, I had one more thing, so I couldn't figure out what this was doing. This little down doohickey. There's always advertisements down here, and I always accidentally click on it. That makes it go away, which is really nice. I thought it was going to take it away for the entire game, but no, it will pop back up, and you'll just have to click it down. Please like this video. George says, please like it, so I know I'm reaching somebody out there. Leave me a message down in the comments if you have a specific question that you would like to ask. If I don't know the answer to the question, I can always ask my little colleagues that I have and help get you that answer. And also check out, I do have other videos. I had questions about how do you start a video or a level without any hints. I do have in the hints and cheats video, I believe that's what this playlist is called, I do have videos on a couple different ways you can start your puzzle. So do check that out. And I also have tips and hints and shortcuts on, how to do certain things. See, instead of unclicking these. So there's videos on that too. So check that out. And again, if you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section, and I will try and get back to you ASAP. So have a great day, and thanks for watching. Bye.